Everybody, I'm up here at Mountain Springs, Nevada, in between Pahrump and Las Vegas. It's a cool 70 degrees outside here on a Saturday morning, and we'll be hiking Hollow Rock Peak. Now you could come in down from Late Night Trails and hike up that way, but it's actually a little bit easier, I think, to start here. So, been sitting around all week in meetings. I'm ready to get some energy out. To confess, I've made this hike before, but today I'm going to be logging my trek as I go and seeing what the elevation gain is and everything. I think there's a climber's log up at the top, if I remember correctly. I can't remember, and I do believe there's a bit of exposure, which I don't care for. I don't like putting myself in situations that are dangerous, but it's not too bad. So anyways, I'm basically on a road right now. You can park your car here at Mountain Springs Trailhead, right off the highway 160. You know, you can get any car in here. I don't have a four-wheel drive or anything. Just me walking up this road basically that goes by I think it's a radio tower, and then hiking on up to the top, and then basically I'll be going back down once I get to the top of the road trail into the sandstone area that's part of Red Rock, going down to Hollow Rock Peak. It shouldn't be that difficult of a hike if I remember correctly. And that's it, so let's go. So this is what the road looks like walking up. You could get a four-wheel drive up in here. Again, it goes by Radio Tower. So basically what I'm going to do, I think it's about a mile. Be walking to the top of this to a trail, and then from there I will descend down into Red Rock Canyon area and Hollow Rock Peak. Here's what it looks like when you crest at the trail. That's actually looking at Windy Peak, which I'm going to hike another day. The trail forks. It goes left over there towards some other places that I'll go to later on. We want to go right up this way. And then on the other side of that crest is going to be Hollow Rock Peak. I've ascended about 800 feet in elevation, about a mile in around 30 minutes. Looking straight ahead is Hollow Rock Peak, which is where I'm heading. I've previously gone over here to South Peak. Over here is Potosi Mountain. I believe that's how it's pronounced. And over here is Windy Peak, which I'll hike another day, and behind that is Las Vegas. So let's proceed to that little tiny rock, at least from here, it looks tiny, which is Hollow Rock Peak. What I'm going to do at this point is kind of go around this little mound right here to the right, and then, pardon the wind, coming up this ridge right here, going to this rock right over here. I'll tell you one thing, it is windy up here today. Here we are looking at Windy Peak. You can see the sandstone. Actually, you can see where it starts right there. And I do believe they call that the Keystone Thrust, where two different geological formations collided through two plate tectonics. So pretty interesting stuff. Goes from that gray to kind of the clay reddish color, and we'll be going over this way. I don't know if we can go all the way to that rock right there. I think there might be, maybe we can. I don't know if we can get that far. Like I said, I've hiked it before and I can't remember how far you can go. Anyway, let's keep going. This is something that I haven't seen anywhere else in Red Rock. Not saying it doesn't happen, but basically you grow from the grayish rock to the reddish, and then it goes back to the gray. Very interesting. I'm sure it happens somewhere else. I just haven't seen it before. Getting into the rocky terrain, which is what I like. I believe this is where I saw that bull snake back in the spring / early summer. So it kind of looks like there's somebody up there. I don't know if that's the case or not. I guess we'll find out. At this point, we're going to have to do some class 2, maybe class 3 climbing with some exposure. It's not too bad if you stay to the left, and then from there, this point on the right, I don't believe is the actual peak, but I think there's actually a climber's log right there. I believe that this one up here is the actual Hollow Rock Peak. Okay, here I am at the Hollow Rock Peak. And looking behind me is a Las Vegas Valley. Get out here a little bit. Got some more hills and peaks over that way. And then if you look back over here, you got more of the Red Rock Canyon area. That's Windy Peak right there. And looking down into Windy Canyon, which is the first time I ever saw a bighorn sheep, which was pretty cool. Probably wondering whether or not I'm going to go to the top of the rock today, and the answer is no. Okay, for one, I'm by myself. There's a chance that I could fall and hurt myself. Number two, I just don't like to put myself in those situations. I've been in before, and some people have more confidence than others when it comes to climbing. You know, some people will do class 3 or 4 on a rock, exposed and not think anything about it, and they have their limits. They won't do like a class 5. It just depends on who you are. For me, I like to avoid exposure at all costs. I don't want to put myself in a situation where I'm risking my life, and that's just me. Anyways, I'm really grateful for this beautiful day that the Lord has given us, in my opinion, in my belief. I'm really grateful for that. Grateful for opportunity to come up here, 2.5 miles up to Hollow Rock Peak. Now I'll be heading back down and then going to get something to eat after that. So that's going to do it for this video. If you have any other questions about this hike, let me know.